The Canadian Coast Guard Auxiliary presents ISAR 2007.
Whoa, 18 months worth of preparations is finally coming true today, and hopefully it'll all go off without a hitch.
Toss the nerves aside, and we're ready for action today.
Coast Guard Auxiliary teams from across North America compete for top honors in marine search and rescue.
People get nervous out there, start moving real fast. We're looking for a good drill. Please don't flip the boat.
Who will get to the survivors first, a Canadian team or American?
There's a lot of people back in the States that are counting on some medal coming back.
I think it's a tight race.
It all takes place at Toronto's harbourfront.
We had a few collisions there, bumper boats as it were.
It's a little unnerving because you have a very high-powered boat.
ISAR 2007.
I think it was a real eye-opener.
You need to slip a fella in that job, take starts now.
6 Coast Guard Auxiliary teams from Canada and 6 from the U.S. Who will take home this year's trophy?
I am not foolish enough in my position to speculate on what's going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, the winner for 2007 is...
This event is the dewatering pump event. We're looking for teamwork. We're looking for communication skills. And we're looking to make this event fun. At the beginning of the competition, they jump on a rowboat. There's 3 of them. They all have to get in the boat safely. One has to row over here, navigate properly, get in position to tie off in an exact position. They have to exit the vessel in a safe manner. They have to patch by putting a tarp on the bottom of the rowboat that's over here with a hole in it, and hold that tarp in place. At the same time, they want to ideally get their pump ready, start it, make sure it's operating properly, drain the water from the boat down to the bottom. Ideally, if they were listening in the proper fashion at the beginning, they're supposed to put all pump and pump equipment back in to the position where they found it, leave the patch on, row back to where they were. We then measure, after a 3-minute period of time, how much water is left in the bottom of the boat. So the team with the least amount of water gets bonus marks, or it gets marks based on how much water is left in the vessel. It's been an exciting event. We've seen teams that are doing very well, and we've seen teams that are doing excellent.
Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. This is Tuna King, Tuna King, Tuna King.
The auxiliary members come in 3-person teams, and they're given a scenario. One of the members takes the role of the distressed vessel, and the other 2 are 2 separate Coast Guard auxiliary vessels responding to the case.
Adrift, with my vessel taking on water, I've run over a log.
And so the Coast Guard auxiliary vessels then respond to the incident, resolve the problem.
Diesel Duck, Tasker 2, over.
Tasker 2, this is Diesel Duck. I have arrived on scene. I am serving...
The Coast Guard auxiliary members that come into the communications event are really showing the benefits of the training that they receive. They're right up there with professional operators that we hear from Coast Guard radio stations and Coast Guard vessels. Their communication skills are top-notch.
Head back to the safe haven, over.
This event was the line toss event. The object was to throw a weighted line to the various rings with a silhouette of a mannequin in it. And it's something that you would normally do on a SAR cutter because you have to throw a line to something in the water to rescue them, pull them closer to your boat. And people had great fun with that because they had to do it from a small dinghy. The one man rowed the dinghy, the other one threw the line. I think it's a little bit more challenging because they did it from a small dinghy as opposed to standing on shore.
There was a variety of skill levels. Some were very competent, especially the team from Newfoundland and Labrador. They're always very good at that event, and it varied from there.
The third person on the crew, team, would have to be on shore, and they practice their seamanship skills, which is basically tying some basic knots, securing a line to a cleat properly. And it's all basic seamanship, things that every good auxiliarist would know already, but they'll make sure they are practicing it.
Similarly with knot tying, I think the professional mariners tend to be the ones to beat.
Okay.